Hello, everybody. We're gonna do let me see if I get this right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna talk about ChatGPT. A few of you guys have asked that I go ahead and I go over this and kind of talk a little bit about what all ChatGPT is able to do and some of the ways that I used it. So first, we're going to go through what is ChatGPT. Then we're going to talk about a few different ways that you can use it in casual daily life, and then some of the ways that you can use it at work. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to post those in the chat or even just say hello. So anyway, okay, so ChatGPT is obviously artificial intelligence and it's open source. So it's always learning all the time. And then it also learns from you the more that you use it. And it'll actually end up learning about you. So, and then it is designed so that it engages in natural language with its users. And what I guess what I would give an example of that would be something like I was asking it to create an Excel sheet for me the other day, and I asked it to make a drop down box so I can put some information in it so I can put some jobs numbers in it and then change them at a later time. And it went ahead and it knew exactly what I meant. Instead of having to use all kind of Microsoft jargon. So its core capabilities are language understanding and content generation, and it gives you responses that make sense with what you're asking. And some of the ways that we use it, or that we can use it, that I use it in casual daily life, is you can use it as a personal assistant, use it to, maybe make reminders or add, reminders to like your uh, Google Calendar. Maybe put reminders on there about stuff that you want from the grocery store, something like that. And another way that we can use it is creative and entertainment purposes. We can go in there and, maybe create for our children, our grandchildren. We can go ahead and we can make them a new bedtime story every night, or even make a bedtime story where we work them into the story. And like work in there also little things that are personal to them to make it all the more fun. And then you can also play text-based games and do like trivia, maybe silly questions to ask each other. I tried to use it the other night in a live stream, but my microphone wasn't working. But I had it generate a whole bunch of different fun icebreakers for me. And it'll actually help you with relationship issues. It can actually, if you can give it kind of a broad overview of a situation that you're facing, and it'll kind of give you feedback on that and kind of help you find a good way to navigate whatever that, maybe a relationship conflict or something like that is about. I know that I've asked it stuff about personal boundaries. I'm one of those people, I do a lot of research, a lot of reading. So that's the way that I would verbalize that is, had a question about personal boundaries. Hey, cracking asses, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hello. Another thing is learning and exploration. And you can do some quick research on new hobbies or, new hobbies. I was even talking to a lady from the, I can't remember, it's like Inner Circle or something like that. It's a special service that they offer with QuickBooks and Priority Circle. That's what it is. I was talking to a lady at Priority Circle tonight, and I ended up telling her, well, what I did is I tried to look for solutions. I asked ChatGPT how to solve a problem that I was having with QuickBooks before I called you. And she was like, you already did half of our phone call. So she was like, you already did it. And then I was talking to her a little bit more. And she said that her son was having some difficulty with learning Spanish. So we kind of talked a little bit about different ways that he can use, that she can look into ChatGPT, helping him learn Spanish and help with writing some of his papers. And I'm going to go through these real fast, and then we're going to go and we're going to do examples of them, and we're just going to see what we get. And I'll show you guys some of the examples of the way that I use ChatGPT. So now in business and professional life, we can use it in creating content on YouTube and then marketing. Something that I've asked ChatGPT about doing is, what kind of fun video can I do about, with my dog? What's a fun topic? What's some fun content? And it came back and it suggested to do a, presidential debate, but with my dog and a stuffed animal. And it even told me what commands I need to teach my dog to be able to pull off this little video. And it even gave me questions for the debate, which I thought that was pretty impressive that it even gave me fun, silly little questions to ask my dog for our debate. And then something else. Oh, social media caption generation, hashtag suggestions, and content calendars. And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that some of my community posts and even the title for this video, and then even my ticker, I use ChatGPT to make all of those. So I love ChatGPT. It makes me look really smart. Then another way that we can use that is for business communications, and that's drafting professional emails, proposals, and reports, and you can outline presentations, even role playing. Like if you have one of those jobs where they do all that team building stuff, you can even ask ChatGPT to help you think of different, scenarios. And I asked for some other content. I asked ChatGPT to provide me, some interview questions that I might like to ask someone if they were to come on to a live with me. And then can also help you organize your projects for work and help you organize your tasks and timelines, and then suggest frameworks for complex projects. And then there's also data analysis and research. And you can just put in just a whole glom of stuff that's just a mess, and it'll make sense of it. You can put in all different kinds of statistics. It'll break it down and help you to understand those a little bit more clearly. And then I guess, some people, like if you work in customer service and support, people will use it to draft responses to customer inquiries. And I guess also, like if you do any kind of what is it, web page development. You can also use that for an FAQ section. So, and what was it? So, and then also there is the personal and professional development. And I'm going to show you guys one of these. Let me hop over there. Let me share the screen with you guys. And I'm going to hop over there. Okay, so here's my ChatGPT screen. I don't know. Let me see if I can hop over. Can I see it over here? No. Oh, good. I can. I can see it over here. So anyway, here's my ChatGPT screen. And I'm going to go ahead and use, I have a voice extension that I added to my Google Chrome. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to speak that in there. So, and this is what the home screen looks like. And it'll, when you first sign in, it'll go ahead and it'll give you different ideas just to kind of get your mind thinking of what you might want to use it for. So, okay, let me actually see if I can open this bigger. Can you guys see it better? I hope so. What is that for? I don't know. Okay, anyway. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, I'm going to ask ChatGPT about maybe what are some questions, what would be for me, sorry, that's my dog. Kind of what, I'm trying to think, what would be a good question? Like if I was an employer, what would be a good question for me to ask an employee to, I'm trying to think, or what are some examples of good questions for me to ask a potential employee? So let's see, I haven't ever tried this before. Oops, let me see. I might have to hop over there. Oh, never mind. Okay, what are some good, oops. What are some good questions to ask a potential employee? Okay, so we can see that it created a whole heaping pile of questions where we can find out more about general stuff about someone. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There, now you guys should be able to see that way better. So anything from, you know, can you describe your ideal work environment? Questions about experience and skill base. You know, something about like describe your experience with working in a team. What's your preferred role in that group? And some problem solving and critical thinking. You know, the good old, can you describe when you identified a problem and proactively solved it? And then some behavioral personality questions. One of them is, what do you consider your biggest professional achievement? And then here's something about cultural fit and team dynamics. And one of them, what is it? What do you believe makes a good leader? Something for creativity and innovation, kind of, I guess, kind of reinforce the question and kind of verify the question about problem solving, that the person can really do it. So you're kind of, doing that two-prompt questioning. And then closing questions, things about, if I hired you, what would the first 90 days look like? So that's about it as far as doing that with uh, something like a job interview if you're the employer. And then also you could probably flip that around and use that for something like what kind of questions might be good for what kind of questions might an employer ask me? Hi, Truth Seeker, Georgette. Thank you for coming in. And it can also, Truth Seeker, don't worry about it. I appreciate everybody coming in and saying hello. So, anyway, you can, I'm trying to think, it's been a long time since I looked for a job. Let me hop back over here. What would be some good skills for me to highlight in an accounting position for a resume? Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a nice little list of things that it would be a good idea for us to focus on. That if we were doing a resume, these would be good things for us to point out to an employer. And I think, if I remember right, resumes have like an opening statement or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask cover letter. That's what it is. Oh, my dog, he's in the background groaning. You got me distracted. Okay, so let's say that I am, okay, let's say that I'm familiar with cost accounting and QuickBooks, and Oracle. Or no, let's do, okay, cost accounting, accounts payable, and then I don't know if they'll let me do this. No. Write me a cover letter. I'm familiar with accounts payable, receivable, regulatory compliance, financial analysis, QuickBooks, and oral financials. No, I don't know if I picked it up. Write me a cover letter for my resume. I am familiar with cost accounting, accounts payable, receivable, financial analysis. My software proficiency is in QuickBooks and Oracle. Okay. So that I hope this isn't beeping really loud in your ears. What is? Oh, I thought somebody was back there. I didn't. Never mind. So, okay. So, we went ahead, we got a letter here. Okay, we got a pretty lengthy letter. And pretty much it says, hiring manager's name, excited to apply for the job with company, what your background is, previous roles, your software expertise, and says a few nice things about the company. So, and then let's do something more fun. Hey, living my best life. Okay, let's do something more fun. What is a sarcastic comment that we can make about a pigeon who says inappropriate things? Oh, look, a pigeon with no filter. Finally, a bird whose tweets are worse than its droppings. That's good. Oh, sorry, I think that's corny to me. They're funny. Okay. And then you can also have it regenerate uh, your responses. Oh, great. A pigeon with both wings and opinions. Just what I need. Just what we needed. That one's kind of meh. Let's try another one. Ah, a pigeon with a vocabulary. And here I thought they only dropped things on people, not at people. Yep. Well, what's going on with my mouse? Come on. There we go. Yes, it is. It is artificial intelligence. We're talking about ChatGPT. And this is, I use ChatGPT to help me make some of my videos. So, trying to think, do you guys want me to have it draw a picture? I'm gonna have it draw a picture. I thought those were pretty funny, snarky quotes. And gosh, you can pretty much do anything with this. And then here's what are some great ice breaking questions? So there you go. That's a little bit bigger. So definitely gives you a lot of information. Oh, here's another question. Please explain the four exceptions to the First Amendment. What are the four exceptions to the First Amendment? Okay. Oh, Gosh, I hope you guys aren't hearing that loud beeping. Anyway, so there's four exceptions. One of them, Donald Trump knows very well. Incitement to imminent lawless action. That's speech directed at inciting or producing people to go break into the Capitol building. Then there is obscenity, speech or materials that are deemed obscene, such as extreme pornography, or are not protected under the First Amendment. And that one, it has a standard that has to be met for that one. Then there is defamation, libel, and slander. And those are false statements that harm another person's reputation, are not protected. Libel refers to written defamation, while slander is spoken defamation. And then true threats, you're not allowed to threaten people. And what is it? Statement where the speaker intends to communicate a serious expression of an intent to commit an act of unlawful violence to a particular individual or group. So, and these are the four types of, what do you call it? Exceptions. Sorry, my puppy is bothering me. Okay, so we're going to wrap this up real quick. Yes, Canva does have ChatGPT now as well. So let's talk a little bit about what is the Miller v. California test. And I'm going to type this. All right, so the Miller test is, I've never encountered this word before, prurient interest, meaning the material when viewed as a whole must appeal to the prurient interest of the average person, applying contemporary community standards. This means it's intended to excite or appeal to an excessive or unhealthy interest in sex. It's patently offensive, and it is patently offensive way conduct or excretory functions. Ooh, yikes! Specifically defined, applicable by state law, and graphic depictions of acts and lewd behavior. Then there's also lacks serious value. The work taken as a whole must lack literary, artistic, political, and scientific value. If a piece of material meets all three of these criteria, it is considered obscene and does not enjoy the First Amendment protection. So, however, if even one part of the test is not met, the material cannot legally be classified as obscene. So that's a little bit of something for your personal edification. And let me see if I can get it to draw me a picture. Look at that. What a cutie patootie. Ah, best dogs ever. So we can do a picture. Then also I do have the what do you call it? The paid version. And the paid version also includes a whole bunch of different kinds of specialized apps. And it does anything from image generator. It looks like it also works with Canva, like living my best life after, is it 60 or 50? 60, or living my best life at 60. And then you can ask research questions. Actually, I probably should have made this bigger instead of smaller. And then generate videos for YouTube and Instagram. Free text to video and speech tool. That's pretty cool. And there's a coloring book hero where you can make different coloring book pages. There's AI Humanizer. And there's Write for Me. Now, there's something I have to say about writing. When I first heard about ChatGPT, it was actually in the context of I heard that professors at colleges were starting to have such a big problem with papers written by ChatGPT that kids were using them to cheat in their classes and with their papers. So there's actually, I guess you would call it like there's an anti-chat GPT for educators. So they can go ahead and they can run your entire paper through ChatGPT to see if you had ChatGPT write your paper. So, and then in productivity, their presentations and slides, PDFs, diagrams, research and analysis. It does Excel. Education, there's our YouTube video summarizer that we've all been seeing here lately. And there's something, YouTube PDF book article. I don't know what that's about. And then there is lifestyle. There's astrology and birth charts, therapist, psychologist. And then I guess it says reach out whenever you need emotional support or guidance. I have not gone in there. You can also have it make songs for you. I think we've seen a few, some other creators have it write songs. Actually, one of my videos on my, it's a book with all kinds of different illustrations on it. I used ChatGPT to write that, and then I put the video. I did all the editing myself. Then it does. Now, I did try the website generator. I think I tried Wix, and I just wasn't feeling it. But there's several different other kinds of website creators. Oh, and here's one. Now, I'm not really familiar with the DAL-E generated images. I don't know what those are. For all I know, I could have made one of those just now for you guys. So, but yeah, that's what I know about ChatGPT. It can do way more than all of this, I'm sure. I just use it for a little bit high Alta. But yeah, I just use it for those small things, and I'm just now getting back into those other little apps. That's about it. So, and that's pretty much what I use it for, is I have it help me write different comments for my videos or responses. It's actually very good at humor. So, and that's usually something that's a little bit difficult for what is it? For AI to get is different humor. Actually, some of it I'm like, what? Then I'll have to ask someone else. They'll be like, oh, that's funny. Because I can't always read humor and sarcasm real good. So that's about it. Oh, you guys want to see it? Let's see what we're gonna have for dinner. Now, at this time, ChatGPT, it doesn't speak on its own. You can either use an extension, the one that I hoped wasn't beeping in your ear really loud. Uh, what is it? Oh, okay. So right now it's not a part of it. It's not really built to speak, but you can use other extensions to speak. Have it speak to you. Another option is if you get the ChatGPT app, you can go ahead, and I use my Android keyboard or my Android microphone, have the speak talk to text. Then I'll have it ask the question, type it in there and send it through, and then I'll press on the button or press right on the answer, and it'll pop up a few different, little options, like it'll let you do copy paste or something like that. But one of the options is to read aloud, and it does read aloud. So I'm trying to think of what else we could do. I think that's just about it. And I'm not, like I said, I'm just now getting into these more of these other apps. Hold on one second. Somebody's got ants in their pants. Hold on. Okay, so that's about it as far as my knowledge of ChatGPT. Um, is Echo a person or am I echoing? Oh, I think Echo is a person. So that's ChatGPT, how I use it. Some other questions, like I was asking it earlier, how to change a setting in QuickBooks, and then I've been trying to fix my microphone at home, and I've been asking it a whole bunch of questions on, different settings that could be part of the problem. It actually has even figured out what specific type of microphone that I have, because I've asked so many times, and it'll give me specific solutions for a Blue Yeti microphone. So it doesn't have the absolute all. Oh, it's your first name is Echo. Okay, gotcha. So anyway, it doesn't have the end all be all answer, but it can go ahead and it can like start you down the right path, and sometimes you're able to fix that stuff. And it does know a lot of the little kind of workarounds that you might get by calling into customer service. So like I tell people, just ask ChatGPT any little thing you can think of, and you'll probably get an answer. So that's some of the ways that I use ChatGPT. Sometimes I'll use it to, I'll even use it to write, like if I'm going to send someone an email, I'll go ahead and have it kind of write up a rough draft for me, just so I'm sure to get all of my points in there and that I'm as concise as possible, because otherwise I will ramble on and people they'll just stop reading and won't even pay me any mind. So that's about it. If any of you guys have any questions, I've got two lurkers. I'm doing pretty good. I've got two lurkers and two chatters, or I might just have one lurker because I know I saw cracking asses in here, but she might have just ducked in to say hello and then dipped out. Does anybody have any questions? Any ideas of anything you want to see if we can do with ChatGPT? Oh, the outline function. Yes, the outline function is great. It is spectacular. Yeah, I have had it help me kind of, give me outlines and help me kind of organize my thoughts. Because you guys know how I am. Like, it's hard to know what's going to come out of my mouth or off the tips of my fingers. Yes, we've got lurkers. Oh, no, now we've got three. Yeah, we don't say that phrase over here. Hey, Jane's Addiction, how are you today? I am just wrapping up a little talk that I was doing about how I use ChatGPT and all the different ways that we can use it in our daily lives, professionally or at home. Oh, there was one time, you guys are not even going to believe this. I saved, I think I've saved us, my husband's company, I think I've saved us about $10,000 so far because every job that we do, we have to have a specific safety outline and it has to be trade specific. So I can just go in there and say, you know, need a safety outline for this kind of a job. Is it just like a remodel, or is it a ground up, commercial facility? Is it office space? Whatever. Then I put the kind of contractor that we are, and it'll just go through and it'll just compose all of it, and then my husband can just and I'll just copy paste it, throw it on a Word document, kick it over to my husband, and he just deletes what doesn't apply. Those are $1,000 a time each time. So, and they've been going through just fine. Everybody's been fine with them, and nobody's noticed or questioned any of it. So, it saves us quite a bit of money. But that's about it. So, I mean, there's just I can't even believe all the stuff. Like, I asked ChatGPT to write an outline about itself. There were so many things I never even thought to use it for. So just, I don't know. I just throw any little question, want, or wish, or whatever. I asked if it could refer me to different apps that go with the QuickBooks online. I asked it for suggestions for different apps to write purchase orders and invoicing. And I'm trying to think of what else. I've asked it for all kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah, Jane's Addiction. Yes. Anything that is pretty much, like a safety plan or something like that. Like if that's something that he needs to turn in. Oh, owner operator. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't know very much about that industry. If it is what I think it is, and I'll message you in Discord. You're like one of the 5 people that I talk to in Discord. So I will message you about exactly what that means. But yeah, it can be anything from, an introduction to, personal letters. You can even change the tone of the letters, how you write them. You can tell it to say, something, sometimes I do the polls and I'll have it say, oh, he owns his own semi. Okay. I don't know what kind of, I don't know. I don't know enough about his work, where he might be able to use that. So, but I should probably hop off here. And that's about it. I mean, the sky's the limit with, I mean, you can ask ChatGPT anything about like taxes, stuff like that. Now, the taxes, I would personally, I would double check that. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of technology. And I don't know. Since I have adult ADHD and I can be really impulsive, um, that I will, I kind of wonder, I'm like, oh, am I jumping into this too fast? So, but yeah, there's so many things available. I was telling my husband that the other day. I was telling him, I was like, I'm so glad that we are already adults because it's so complicated. It looks like it's so complicated to be a kid anymore. The teenagers with all these, they've got all the crazy calculators that we did, but then they've got cell phones and all these different kinds of papers. And, nowadays they're doing, what would have been college work when we were in school. So, or college level work. It's changed a lot, even from when my parents to when I was a kid, from when we were kids, or from when, yeah, we were kids to now. It's all changed. But yeah, but things like taxes, see, I'm hopping around. You want to get a second opinion, but it's a good resource to have, at 2 a.m. or something like that. I'm one of those people, if I stop doing something, then I'll get distracted and I'll forget my question by 10 a.m. when H&R Block opens the next day. So, but that's about it. Um, Oliver is more than ready to go home. I've got about an hour drive left. So everybody have a great rest of your day. And I will probably be floating around on these YouTube streets. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, share this video out so we get it in the algorithm and maybe more people feel comfortable with using ChatGPT, because the more people that use it, the more knowledge is getting in there. And, the more knowledge that's available to all of us. So everybody have a great evening. Thank you so much for stopping in. Bye.